NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, President Obama addresses the nation shortly after a man wanted in connection with several bombings in New York and New Jersey was captured.
Plus, an investigation is underway after a fatal plane crash in Door County.
And a big day for the Ho-Chunk as they get ready for a multi-million-dollar expansion project at 3 casinos.
President Obama only moments ago made a major announcement on the explosion in New York. The man suspected in bombings in New York and New Jersey is in custody after a shootout with police. 28-year-old Ahmad Khan Rahami was wanted for questioning in connection with the bombings in New York and Seaside Park, New Jersey. He's also believed to be connected to the pipe bombs found in a backpack last night in Elizabeth, New Jersey. He was reportedly captured in New Linden, New Jersey, about 4 hours from Elizabeth. One officer was reported to be shot and another officer was reported to have a head injury. The suspect was also reportedly shot.
We are extremely fortunate and grateful that nobody was killed. And our prayers go out to all of those who have been injured. We want to wish them a speedy recovery. I especially want to commend all the outstanding police and first responders in both New York City and New Jersey for their extraordinary professionalism and their quick response.
The FBI described Rahami as a naturalized U.S. citizen of Afghan descent with a last known address in Elizabeth, New Jersey, which is the same city where that backpack with explosives was found last night. Well, it was a beautiful weekend. I know I spent most of my time outside.
I loved it. It was just beautiful. But now, well, it's Monday, and guess what? That weather continues.
Yeah, let's check in with meteorologist A.J. Waterman to find out what he's tracking for the rest of the week. Hey, A.J.
Hey, Amy and Christine. Well, we're looking at right now beautiful weather, but it is warm, it is humid, and we do have a chance for showers and storms early this afternoon, and some of those could be on the stronger side. Right now, temperatures in the upper 70s outside. Humidity is out there, dew points now in the 60s. As we look at Sky Tracker, nothing over us right now, except if you look at northern Juneau and Adams, there is one lone shower and storm that has now popped up, and that'll be moving generally towards the southeast. You can see these are bubbling up, or now at about 30,000 feet, so they're not strong. They have to get to about 40 or 50,000, but they're developing, and they'll be moving to the south in a line as we head through the afternoon. Lots more storms and showers up towards the Minneapolis area. That'll also be sliding south. So this afternoon, we'll be dealing with those showers and storms. I'll have a detailed outline of those storms and the rest of the week's forecast, which features even more storms coming up in just about 10 minutes. Amy, Christine.
AJ, thank you. There were no survivors when a small plane crashed in a state park in northeastern Wisconsin. Deputies didn't say how many people were on board the private plane when it crashed in Door County last night or if anyone on the ground was hurt. The plane was found in the woods of Peninsula State Park, a popular camping spot. At least a half dozen agencies searched by land and by water of the Green Bay area for about an hour before that plane was found in the park. One man is dead after his motorcycle hit a deer in Dodge County. The sheriff's office says the 52-year-old man was driving on County C near U.S. Highway 151 in the township of Trenton just after 11:30 last night when that deer crossed the road. The rider was thrown from the motorcycle and he died from his injuries. Authorities said there were no other passengers on that motorcycle.
Madison police are investigating several reports of gunshot fired at a local gas station early this morning. It happened around 1:30 at the 7-Eleven on the 2700 block of West Beltline Highway. This is near Todd Drive. Police only found one shell casing. There were no reported injuries and no damages. And the Janesville Police Department have returned a stolen puppy back to its rightful pet store. The owners of Petland on Humes Road have confirmed the puppy is back in their care after it was taken. They say the theft happened Saturday when video surveillance caught this, a man placing a black pug under his shirt and leaving the store.
A groundbreaking ceremony will be held today at the Ho-Chunk Casino in the Wisconsin Dells. It's part of a $153 million expansion. Renovations include an enclosed non-smoking gaming area, renovated and expanded buffet, update of the entire exterior, and more. Expansions will take place during the next year and a half.
We talk about experiencing the difference, and at this facility, we've gotten a little bit dated. So what we're trying to do is create a great place that people can come to and have a great time in an exciting venue.
Also getting an upgrade are the Ho-Chun casinos in Black River Falls and Wittenberg. Today's groundbreaking ceremony is set to start at 2.
A former Dane County Circuit judge in Dane County, Stephen Ebert, was killed Saturday morning while he was riding his motorcycle in Columbia County, something he loved to do in retirement. Judge Ebert served 12 years on the bench before retiring in 2009. He graduated from East High School and the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Steve Ebert was 69 years old and is survived by his wife of 45 years, Barbara, their 3 children, and 3 grandchildren.